Hello everybody, welcome to Great Leveler Gaming. I'm the Great Leveler. Today we're checking out Assassin's Creed Shadows. So guys, yes, we're checking out the Assassin's Creed Shadows premiere trailer, which is set in what looks to be, from the thumbnail, feudal Japan. Very, very exciting, because it's something that I know a lot of fans have been crying out for, and I know it's something that I really wanted to see. Now, in some respects, I respect Ubisoft for not just bowing to what kind of peer pressure they're getting and just making whatever people want them to make and sticking to what they've got planned. I respect that. But it does feel like something that they could do something really exciting with. Now, I feel that they've left it a little too late now to be doing it. We played Ghost of Tsushima on the channel, and I said during that playthrough that this felt like Assassin's Creed Japan, basically, because you had all the elements that you love from the Assassin's Creed game, with all that wonderful scenery and settings and mythology of the samurai. So I feel like they've missed the boat with it, but that doesn't mean that this won't be awesome. I really actually hope it is. Now, before we get into the trailer reaction, I want to talk about it a little bit, what I'm expecting to see, or my little guesswork, because I'd like to see if I can fathom out what they're going to do with it. Now, the thumbnail they're using, there is a man in samurai armor, although it looks to be a black man. Now, there was a black samurai, I cannot remember his name now, but there was an actual black samurai, so maybe it's leaning to that. But there's also a woman in like a shinobi outfit or ninja outfit, which the ninjas didn't wear all black. That's Hollywood for you. That's not what they wore. They wore, you know, farmers' outfits and stuff to blend in. But that's nitpicking. That's by the by. But it looks like she's got some really cool weapons. So, are these just going to be characters we get to meet, or is it going to be like there has been with the last few Assassin's Creed games, where you get to choose your character, like male or female? But does it also mean you can choose which kind of clan you go into? Are you going to be the samurai or the ninja, or a bit of both? We'll see. Again, I'm just trying to guess. So with that being said, let's stop guessing. Let's jump into it and really see what it has to offer. I'm optimistic, but I'm also cautious. Let's crack on. It's a nice long trailer as well, which is good. So this is that female character I was talking about in the thumbnail.
Who are you?
Looks good. But then again, we expect it to look good, although it still kind of doesn't look as good as I would expect it to look.
All I have ever known in my life.
Ooh, now that looks nice.
Our customs. My family.
So it definitely feels like it's leaning towards a
In
female
the name of
character.
unification.
See, this is cool, getting to see the samurai using the spear weapons, because they didn't just use the swords, so it would be nice to see a range of weapons. Like they just kicked down the hill and just, she'll just die of natural causes, apparently.
Still a frog in a well who
Oh.
knows nothing of the sea. The ocean's filled with new ships.
Or is it going to be two characters? That could be interesting.
Greed.
Told you. And yeah, I thought. Wow, okay, that looked good.
Power.
Ooh,
Vengeance.
even got guns. Alright, now that's a cool ass cinematography. Only thing is, so far, not getting the Assassin's Creed vibe.
And you. Will you continue down that river?
See, this is interesting, because this feels like, are we going to be playing as two different characters, kind of like Grand Theft Auto, where you plays multiple characters?
And we must look for it.
And before you say, well, how would that work with an Assassin's Creed game? Well, if they get together, then you would have the shared memories of both parents, which would fit with the Assassin's Creed kind of way of doing it, but it would be an interesting narrative, in my opinion.
We must learn to trust, rebuild.
And follow the blade.
Alright, that felt very Assassin's Creed-like. Was that the guy she was chasing at the beginning? It looked like him. Yeah. Ah, there's the hidden blade. Oh wow, with the big club. Oh. Wish you could remember the weapons. Names of weapons.
I said, who do you serve?
I serve the dark to protect the light, or something like that. I can't remember what the Assassin's Creed.
We are the shadows.
That served the light.
That was what I was trying to say. Ooh. Interesting. Very interesting. And at the end of that as well, there's also a link to basically the characters Nae and Yasuke. I might be pronouncing that wrong. I really like the look of that. It looks really, really good. Now, my problem with Assassin's Creed games of late is that I felt like they got just a little bit too much. I mean, I used to just absolutely rave about Assassin's Creed. I played them all, every single one that came out, all the way up until, I think, Syndicate. And then I just started getting a little bit bored. It just became a little bit too much of the same. And then I tried to jump back in with Valhalla, and it was good, but it also felt now so far removed that it didn't feel like Assassin's Creed anymore. So you've gone from being too much of the same thing, just spurned out year after year, to here's this massive RPG open world that's kind of still connected to the Assassin's Creed world, and it just, I think my problem was that there's just too many of them. I would much rather that once the original official trilogy, I know there was more than 3 games, but we'll call it trilogy 1, 2, and 3. I think that kind of ended it nicely, that I would have preferred a break from it. So basically, why am I talking about this? Basically, I'm concerned that it's, again, there was very little that connected it to an Assassin's Creed kind of world. It just felt like you got the little hidden blade and a couple of blinds, but it doesn't feel like the same universe anymore. It just feels like it's just took mechanics and just run with it. I might be completely out of line saying that, and there might be some die-hard Assassin's Creed fans that say, no, this is exactly what the series is needed and it's exactly what it should be. But I've just not found them very interesting and recent. And I want to like them because of how much I loved the original series. I say the original trilogy, even though they had their flaws. But it just feels so far removed. That being said, it does look awesome. I love the locations. I really enjoy the characters, and I like the fact that it does feel like there's going to be 2 interwoven stories. And again, my guess is that they maybe get together and have a kid, and again, the animus is from your ancestors, so that would work for telling 2 different stories and 2 different kinds of gameplay mechanics. You've got the samurai, who's a lot more physical, big weapons, and then you've got the more ninja character, who's going to be stealthy and going for the quick, agile attacks. So I really like the premise, and I really like the potential. I just hope that they focus on making it fun. I think I felt the problem with Valhalla was it was just so big as well. I didn't want to do all this stuff. I just wanted to kind of get on with, you know, the climbing the iconic buildings and doing all that kind of stuff, not sat in a boat for ages. And I loved Black Flag for the boat sections, but I still felt like it was Assassin's Creed-like, where the world's just that big, you're just walking around, it's just like any other open world. I felt like I lost that Assassin's Creed thing. And am I wrong? I don't know. Let me know. Please discuss it in the comments down below. But again, that's as an Assassin's Creed game, I feel like they've lost their way. As an actual game, I think this looks really good. And again, I think the range of weapons, I think the setting, I think the characters all have me very much excited. And maybe this is the game that I need to get me back into Assassin's Creed. We shall see. What do you guys think? I've rambled on a little bit. I've had quite a lot to say. So please let me know. Anyway, that's the end of the trailer reaction. I'm just going to talk a little bit about the channel. So if you're not interested in that, switch off. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you all in the next episode coming soon. But for the channel, so we've got a couple of videos coming out on the channel, guys. But we're probably going to take a little bit of a break. Now, I have had a bit of a glitch of some kind with my phone's SD card. I've been trying to do, basically I've had a few hours worth of recording of things like Resident Evil 4 and Jedi Survivor, and my SD card, I believe, has come corrupted and it's deleted a lot of footage, including those games. I've got some of it, but not most of it's gone. And some other things from my reaction channel as well has gone for a walkabout. And whilst I was trying to record another thing for a trailer reaction, just a little bit of an explanation of this, it just suddenly stopped recording. So I'm definitely having a problem with my SD card. So we've got a few videos coming out, a few ARC and some Resident Evil 7. After that, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to be taking a little bit of a hiatus on the channel. Not to stop, but just to kind of get my phone sorted out and get a better plan in place for what we're going to do with the channel. So yeah, we're going to take a little bit of a break. We might do trailer reactions, little things like this, maybe a few unboxings, because I've got some footage for an unboxing video to come on the channel. This guy down here, yeah, that's coming to the channel. But once I think I've got the stuff that I've recorded out, I'm just going to spend a few weeks, maybe a couple of months, recording, uploading, and build a bit of a backlog so I can start releasing on a more regular schedule, because at the moment they're here, there and everywhere, and that's that amateur hour. I need to get back on a schedule. So the best way to get on a schedule is to get in front. So we're going to be, like I said, maybe doing a few little things like this, but for the most part, not as much on the channel until I build up this thing. I'm with Far Cry. I've got so many Far Cry videos to edit. So we're going to get the Resident Evil stuff out, and there's a couple of ARC episodes that I had so much fun recording that I want to get out as well. But I'm going to get those out, and then, as I said, we'll take a little bit of a break. So there might be a rush of content for a couple of weeks, and then it goes quiet. And then in a few weeks or a few months, we'll be back stronger than before, is the hope. So yeah, thank you so much everyone who supports the channel. If you want to support the channel and not already subscribed, then please do subscribe. It helps out, and of course, like the videos. And yeah, if you've got any feedback, anything you want to let me know, or what you'd like to see on the channel, let me know that as well. And until the next episode, I'll see you all then. Bye.